guys, it's Melanie. So today I have a powder foundation review to share with you guys. If you are a longtime subscriber of my channel, you are aware that because of my extremely oily skin, I am someone who has worn powder foundation for years. I have found that that just works the best for me. Even as I have gotten much older, into my late 30s, the oil production, while it has leveled out just a little bit, I do still have very oily skin. Probably more oily than your average oily person. So while that is great for helping me like look a little bit younger, a little bit longer, it's frustrating to deal with because I can't wear the same liquid foundations that a lot of other people can wear, even if they are specifically geared towards oily skin types. So for me, powder foundation has just been a go-to for very long. And I recently came across this Colorscience brand on Octoly. So I did apply to be able to review this product. The brand approved my application and they sent me the product for consideration. So I did get this for free. It doesn't affect my opinion of it at all. So the set that they sent me included a kabuki brush. This retails for $55. And so this is the Natural Finish Pressed Foundation, obviously from Colorscience. This is a broad spectrum SPF 20 sunscreen. It is a breathable formula with buildable coverage. It is vitamin and antioxidant infused, and really cool, it is actually water resistant for up to 80 minutes. So I figured this would be something really cool for next summer when I'm going to the pool with Stella, because I do like to wear SPF on my face every single day. You guys know that I love the Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. This is an SPF 20, this is an SPF 30. So I believe in wearing SPF, sun protection factor, every single day of your life, whether we are coming into winter, which is what's happening right now, or whether you're in the middle of summer. Just, you should protect your face no matter what. But I was really intrigued by the fact that this might actually be something that I could wear to the pool. Not that I'm the type of girl that puts on like a full face of makeup, but I do put sun protection on my face before I get in the water. And quite frankly, all over my body, but definitely my face every single day. So I was really intrigued to try this, and I've tried it for the last, I want to say it's been 2 weeks now. This is a really great powder foundation, you guys. I don't know that it will be like a replacement for my L'Oreal Balance and Brighten, but I think it is something that I am going to continue to purchase as an accompaniment to that, specifically during the summer months. So the color that I have is light beige. I feel like that is a really good color fit for me. I obviously have that on my face right now. My face is completely done so that you can see what the product looks like on my skin. Here it is in the container. You do get a really nice mirror here. And I will say, when you first run your fingers across it, it does feel like it has a rough texture to it. This does contain titanium dioxide at 21.2% and zinc oxide at 12.1%. So there is a good amount of SPF in this. But here it is on my finger. It really does blend in with my skin. Once you work the product into your skin, that like rough feeling that you get when you run your hand over the product goes away. It's like those little like beads sort of spread out. Now, I have definitely used the kabuki brush that comes with it, and basically powder foundation is pretty self-explanatory, but you just put a little bit of product on and work it into the skin. Now you do, especially if you're using this for a sun protection, you do want to definitely work the product into your skin and use a good amount to get some good coverage. It very easily blends in and looks seamless with my skin. I do apply this over my SPF 30 because this is just such a habit for me, and it pairs really well with this. Normally, however, I am using this brush because this is just my go-to powder foundation brush no matter what. It's the It Cosmetics Heavenly Skin Bye Bye Pores powder brush. You can find this at Sephora. But anyway, back to this. It's extremely easy to apply. It blends in really well. It pairs nicely with my oily skin. I have to blot during the middle of the day no matter what I use, but I just do my normal blot at sort of the midpoint of the day, and then I go on. I don't reapply the product at that point because I typically don't find that I have a need to, especially right now since I'm not really spending any time outdoors, to be totally honest. I take my daughter to school, I pick her up, and I run my errands and stuff like that, but I'm not outside enough to where I feel like I need to reapply for the sun protection factor. Anyway, this has worked really well for me, you guys. I can honestly say that I really like the product and I want to continue to have it in my collection. I'm glad that the shade light beige worked out perfectly for me. It's really hard to pick your foundation color online, but I have found that typically for me, I know that I'm usually one of the lightest shades, so either fair or light, and it needs to have a more like either neutral but preferably like yellow undertone. I do have a lot of yellow in my skin, and it was easy enough for me to tell on their website that this was going to be a good fit. So powder foundation is a little bit more forgiving, I feel like, than liquid foundation. So you should be able to have an easy enough time picking your shade if you're interested in this product. Wears really well, like I said, throughout the day. I usually have to blot, but that's no matter what, I have to do that. This does, by the way, come with one of these little sponges. I don't ever use these, so I didn't even take it out of the package. You can certainly touch up with this if you want to take it on the go. Like I said, I don't do that. Comes off easily at night, hasn't made me break out, hasn't made me feel like my skin can't breathe. It does have a very breathable, comfortable wear to it, and I've really enjoyed it. If you don't have a kabuki brush like this, the one that comes in this set it's really nice. Like, it is a synthetic bristle brush. There is a good amount of density to it. You need some density to work in powder foundation, but you also don't want it to be too dense. And this one works great. It's a really good brush. It's really well made. They have their little logo on the bottom here, and it just sits nicely on your vanity. So overall, I'm gonna give this 2 thumbs up. I have really enjoyed using it, and I feel like I have found another powder foundation to have in my collection, specifically during the spring and summer months when I'm spending a lot more time outside with work or with play with my daughter. So let me know if you have ever tried anything from Colorscience. They do have the skin cancer foundation recommendation. So that is, I feel like that is a really nice thing to have on here. So yeah. And it's not drying, by the way. I did want to mention, for those of you that have a more like drier skin type, there are actually some really nice hydrators in this that, you know, like I feel like if you have dry skin, you could also use this powder foundation because it does turn into more of that like creamy feeling when you buff it into the skin. So I don't think that this is something that dry skin people should stay away from. I think you can probably actually do that. If you wanted to also use this to set your liquid foundation, if you're a real high coverage kind of girl, this is going to give you a medium, light to medium coverage. I don't need more than medium coverage, so I don't ever try to build it up beyond that. But if you did want to use this to set your regular foundation, I think this would be a great thing for that as well. So, all right. I feel like I got everything out that I wanted to. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will link the product down below in the description box. Go check it out if you're interested. I do think it's a really good product. 2 thumbs up. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.